afternoon and welcome to the Early Edge in 5. I'm Grace Remington, and before we begin, please like this video. Let's get to 200 likes on the stream today. I know you can help me get there. Subscribe to the SportsLine YouTube channel and subscribe if you're listening later to us wherever you get your pods. And go ahead, jump in the live chat. It's going to be a fun show. I can promise you that. So let's bring in the stars of the show, Frickin' Frack, EC, and Specty, and Jamie. But guys, before we get to our picks, there is some business we need to take care of. There is one person here who is never, ever allowed to pick the NHL again. And that man, is named Eric Andrew Cohen. Panthers money line. Who won last night? EC?
Not them. I mean, 1-0, I wasn't worried. 2-0, I was like a little concerned. 3-0, I was getting ready to check Twitter. 4-0, I found something better to do. And then I started looking at my Twitter mentions. And there was some mean guy that came after me last night, Grace. I mean, listen, I made a bet. I went 2-0 in baseball, and they were easy winners. But nobody cares about that. We're only going to focus on the fact that I made a horrible hockey pick. By the way, I would take Florida in Game 3, but I will not give it out on the show because I've been banned. But just saying that right now.
Yeah, you are in the sin bin for the rest of time when it comes to hockey. That counted as your pick, by the way. So everyone fade the Panthers Game 3. But guys, Nick, Jesus, easy. Yeah, that's what we say every single day when we're planning the show. We do have a full slate of MLB games today. So Specty, please save us. What do you got?
Yeah, we're going to start off here with Hunter Brown over 5.5 strikeouts at -110. This number is low for the potential that he has in strikeouts. In the last 10 games, he's gone over 5.5, 7 out of those 10, averaging 6.9 strikeouts per game. Now, I know 2 of those games were against the Oakland A's, who we faded last night. But even if you take out those 9 and 10 strikeout games that he had against the A's, he still would have averaged 6.25 strikeouts per game. That's a large enough edge for me to go on his over tonight.
I like that too, Specty. I have him going over 60% of the time for odds of -150. I was too lazy to do the research, so I'm glad you did it. So we love the over. Hunter Brown strikeouts. All right, Jamie, the delivery man, bread man. I don't know what I'm supposed to call you. This is our first show together, so let's make this pick a good one. What do you got?
I know. It's nice to be on the show with you hosting. My pick tonight, I'm taking the Braves first 5 run line. I think it's -0.5. Bryce Elder's pitching really well as of late. I think he's given up 1 home run in his last 6 starts compared to Carrasco, who's given up about a home run in every one of his starts. I like the Braves to get on the board early in this one and take advantage of the matchup. And hopefully they will deliver us some bread to all those in the chat.
Where's Brook Lopez when you need him?
You know what's so funny? Speaking of deliveries, I ordered a Brook Lopez jersey and it literally never came. And Fanatics just refunded me.
No.
Yeah.
Were they sold out from all the money you made so many people on those Brook Lopez bets?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think everybody in the chat actually went and bought Brook Lopez jerseys and they didn't have any left.
I need a new background. That Suns blanket didn't work out so well for me. I should get one of those.
That would work.
Good job. All right. It's going to look like, Jamie, we're on opposite sides here, but we're actually not. We're not. So let me explain why. I'm going to the Mets Braves. My official play here is the Mets team total over 4.5 runs. The way I got here is because I was looking at the game total. I played over 9.5 this morning. It's 10 most places now. That's because it's the second best positive hitting environment in the MLB today. Best day of the season so far at this ballpark. It should play closer to a late June, early July game with the temperature at 85 degrees at first pitch and wind blowing out to left field. It's also the game with the biggest discrepancy on the tickets and handle today. So 51% of the tickets and 81% of the money are on the over, with 3 steam moves coming in on the over early this morning once the weather report came out. I'm actually isolating Bryce Elder in this one because his sinker has not looked good recently. The expected stats imply he's getting lucky. His sinker is the worst pitch he has, and he's throwing it 37% of the time. And now with this weather, that pitch is going to be moving a lot less than he's accustomed to at that ballpark. So I think the Mets will be all over it. maybe the way you want to play this game is half a unit on the full game total, half a unit on the Mets team total. But either way, official play here is Mets team total over 4.5. And EC, you are back on the baseball grind, 2-0 last night. You got 2 more plays for us today. What are those?
Well, Grace, it's funny because the other play that I actually took off was Bryce Elder under 2.5 earned runs allowed. But then I saw the wind, and the explanation you just gave about his sinker not sinking is kind of a problem. So his slider, one of the most effective pitches in baseball, I still like him tonight, but I'm staying away from that game. So thank you for that. But I still like Breadman with the Braves first 5. That's a good pick there. All right, we got 2 of them here. I got Luis Arias over 1.5 total bases at even money. Now he's only 5 of 16 against Zach Greinke. That's nothing that's nothing special. But he's 10 of his last 19 with 6 singles and 4 doubles in his last 3 games. And get this, guys, he's ready. Like, we haven't had a 400 watch in a while. It's early June. He's hitting 399. So the magic number of 400 is in play, hitting 407 at home, has 25 multi-hit games this year, which is a little less than 1 out of 2, including 6 of his last 8. So we can get 2 singles from him. We can get a double. I like this at even money. I think the books are wrong about this one, about Arias. He's just on fire and locked in. Watched a few of his at-bats last night, so really like that one. Then we're going to go to another player who is riding the hot hand, Ryan McMahon of the Colorado Rockies, over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs at minus 130. The wind is blowing out to center at Coors Field tonight. Let us take advantage. He's over this number in 8 of his last 11, and he hit 66 points higher at home, nearly 300. So, telling you what, Ryan McMahon tonight against the Giants going to go over. Arias over his total bases. You can bet that on every sports book. I'm feeling good tonight, guys. I think we might get another 2-0 night. I'm not telling you to parlay, but if you'd like to, like I did, maybe not a bad idea.
Not telling you to parlay, but I really am. I think that's what.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yes, that's exactly what I did. I parlayed it, but if you want to, if you don't want to, understandable. If you want to, I'm all for it.
EC, I will add to your Ryan McMahon pick. I love that you mentioned the weather, because the Giants pitcher going from literally sea level to the mile-high city, that is the maximum range a pitcher can go to. 5,000 feet, every 1,000 feet, there is an inch of break taken off a pitch. So his breaking balls could be losing 5 inches of break. Great.
That's not a breaking ball anymore, is it? I mean, how much
exactly?
more
It's going to be flat over the plate.
Right.
Yeah. So
great. Yeah.
Love that. Love that for the hitters there. All right, guys, let's get to the recap screen now. We got Specty going Hunter Brown over 5.5 strikeouts at minus 110. Jamie's going Braves first 5 on the run line at minus 115. I don't care who wins that game. I just need a lot of runs scored. So I'm going Mets team total over 4.5 at plus 105. And then we got EC giving us 2 more winners tonight with Luis Arias over 1.5 total bases at plus 100, and Ryan McMahon in a positive hitting environment over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI at minus 130. All right, remember, guys, play all the baseball bets. Do not play EC's hockey picks. That is the lesson we learned on today's show. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 4 o'clock Eastern. For EC, Specty, and Jamie, I'm Grace Remington. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.